prospective jurors, I should say, are on their way up now. Do they meet the criteria by statute? All right, bring them up. I'll just address them when they get here. Yeah.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
just wanted to discuss the statement of the case. I've operated on the group that you were just going to be reading the same one that you read in Mr. Adelson's trial.
Just the indictment that has actually been filed, yes.
Well, I'm referring to the statement of the case that the jurors can think about what questions you're going to be asking them about.
Oh, yes, go ahead.
It might be easier if I just bring the transcript up.
It's fine.
Last portion of it. That's the beginning.
Sure, that's it. Just the questions that are highlighted.
Yes, and the statement of the case started on the prior page.
I'm sorry, I think I'm not saying that. Yeah, I just felt that.
You're just asking for this to be read?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Trying to see when this was given.
This was in Charles's trial.
Right. But at the point in which it was given. Does someone have this portion printed out?
I can get that.
Please. Did they not come up with the rest of the group?
No, the one
Okay. Okay. Are they first 14 in there, everyone else over there?
sir. Good morning. Here too. Right here, please. You're free. Okay. Thank you. 3. Just skip that seat right there next to that gentleman and you'll sit down. 4. Right here. Yes, sir. Right there. Yes, sir. 4, 5, 6. Right here, please. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
5, 6. Good morning. 7, 8. Good morning. 7, 6. Good morning. So you're gonna start the new roll all the way down for me, please. 9. Good morning. Right here. All the way through here. Right here.
Okay. Sorry, may I have a seat?
No, not a problem. You're gonna go all the way around. Good morning. Right here. Good morning. All the way through here, please.
At least these are a little more comfortable
Right
than the
here.
others. Probably why they suggested grabbing a jacket.
Good morning. Seats right there. Yes.
Want to use this to warm up for the moment? At least helps.
Sir, if you can remain quiet for right now,
I do apologize.
thank you. You can be seated. Once the bailiffs have directed you to your chairs, you may be seated. We still waiting for anyone outside?
About 10, 11 more to go.
Okay. Everyone can be seated. Patricia, once numbers 2 and 15 have been located, they're just to be seated in the back. We're going to move forward with what we have right now. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
Okay, not great. Let's start again. I'm giving you a proper greeting, looking you in your eyes. All I'm asking back from you is for the same. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
There we go. I'm Stephen Everett, one of your circuit judges for the Felony Criminal Division here in Leon County. You have been summoned here today as prospective jurors in the case of the state of Florida versus Donna Adelson. This is case number 2023 CF 3226. This is a criminal case. The state has charged Mrs. Adelson with the crimes of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and solicitation to commit first-degree murder. You will notice at times during this jury selection process today that I will be reading to you. It is not that I do not wish to have a normal or free-flowing conversation, but rather any explanation that you receive on the law during this process must be uniform and it must be specific according to the Florida Supreme Court. Is the state ready to select a jury in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the defense ready to proceed as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
And for the record, I'm noting that Mrs. Adelson is present in the courtroom with her counsel. I believe downstairs a few minutes ago you spoke with Judge Ashenofi Richardson where she went through the qualification process with you concerning who is actually eligible to serve as a juror in the state of Florida. What I'm going to do, just to make sure that anyone at this point would otherwise qualify to be excused by statute, I'm just going to confirm this information. By a show of hands, is everyone who has been brought up this morning at least 18 years of age or older? Please raise your hands. For the record, all prospective jurors have answered in the affirmative by raising their hand. Are each of you citizens of the United States of America and residents of Leon County, Florida? Please raise your hands if this is so. Again, for the record, the prospective jurors have raised their hands in the affirmative. Are all of you residents of Leon County? Please raise your hand if this is true. Again, the prospective jurors have raised their hands. Thank you. Do each of you possess a driver's license or identification card that's been issued by the Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, or have you executed an affidavit as to your eligibility to serve as a juror? Please raise your hands. Once again, for the record, the prospective jurors have raised their hands in the affirmative. The next series of questions are basically just going to deal with whether anyone should be excused at this point or is ineligible to serve. Has anyone been previously convicted in a state or federal court of any felony crime or a crime of dishonesty and you have not had your rights restored to you? If this describes your situation, please raise your hand. For the record, none of the prospective jurors have raised their hands. Are any of you at this time under current prosecution for any crime, either in a state or a federal court? Please raise your hands if this describes your situation. Once again, for the record, none of the prospective jurors have raised their hands. As to matters in which you can be excused by law, is any person here a sworn federal, state, or local law enforcement officer or investigative personnel? No hands have been raised in response to the court's questions. Is anyone an expecting mother or a parent responsible for the full-time care of a child under 6 years of age? All right. Sir, if that is, please form a line and I will deal with you momentarily just in the middle. Is anyone present 70 years of age or older? No hands have been raised in response to this question. Has anyone performed state jury service within the last year? And by last year, what I'm referring to would be August 19th, 2024 to today. No hands have been raised in response to that question. Is anyone responsible for the full-time care of a person with a physical or mental incapacity who is incapable of caring for themselves, and your presence will create a hardship? No one has responded in the affirmative to that question. Is anyone a full-time student between the ages of 18 and 21 years of age who is attending a high school, state university, private post-secondary educational institution, Florida college system institution, or career center? Right, if you please can stand behind the gentleman in the aisle. I believe we also have one new one by statute. Has anyone given birth within the 6 months before the reporting date on your summons, and you are seeking to be excused for that reason? No hands have been raised in response. Right, one by one, if you please can come forward, and I will address the issue in which you responded to your questions, or to the court's questions,